Hello, it's Bob here in the Dean's office, the College of Engineering at the University of South Florida, on day 4 of Operation Engineering. How are you doing? And so how are you doing? So before starting the video, I walked around the building. I walked into the Hall of Flags and it was empty. No students, no faculty, no staff. How did I feel? Well, I felt a bit anxious. I couldn't stop by the cafe, grab a cup of coffee like I typically do. So this reminds me of a quote by Maya Angelou. She said, "I've learned that people will forget the things you said. People will forget the things you did. But people will never forget how you make them feel." So I hope today that you're feeling okay. I hope that you are feeling connected to the college through this project. I would encourage you to please continue to send your stories and to send your photos. I think that we've all enjoyed what we've seen and what we've read, but let's continue to do that. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So engineering is about helping people. That's our thing. And think about where we are today versus where we were 6 months ago, even 3 months ago. So we've been told that for our safety and the safety of those around us, we have to have social distancing, because we can't be closer than 6 feet. And then think about how technology and engineering have stepped up to provide the things that we're talking about today. Microsoft Teams, remote delivery of instruction, advising students remotely. In fact, the entire College of Engineering has been operating remotely for over a week now. So this is just an example of how engineering and technology helps people. Now, I briefly told you about a project that's underway to provide to the medical community face shields. So I'm happy to report that the first 20 that were delivered to Tampa General were used, and reports back were very positive. We made a few changes, but now we're ramping up the assembly line. We have found donors to fund that. And the goal, according to Michael Celestin, for this week is to provide 100 of the face shields to Tampa General. And if supplies can be found and if they last, our objective is to provide up to 10,000 per month with a total goal of 20,000. So I'll let you know how we're doing and how that's progressing. And at some point we will talk about and show you what the face shields look like and how they're operating. Well, let's share some stories. Pachara Mayton says she's in engineering student services. She left a very thoughtful message on YouTube. She writes, "Thank you, Dean Bishop, for reaching out to all of us. It meant a lot in a time like this. I like when you mentioned that social distancing does not mean social isolation. We're connected, and the College of Engineering is my family. It made me feel better." What a wonderful comment. Thank you for sharing that. Larry Dunleavy sent a picture of his workspace, which you can see in the attachment on my email this afternoon. But then he sent a really wonderful photo of his dog, Leo. Thanks, Larry. And last, I want to share a comment from Janet Gillis, Marketing Communications Director. She says, "Whenever I take Dusty for a walk, I'm struck by the sight of no planes in the sky. I have a habit of looking up at the sky day and night when I'm outside. I always see planes. That makes me sad. Yep, Janet makes me a bit melancholy as well. So today, as we end day 4 of Operation Engineering, How Are You Doing? I want to remind you that we're here for the students, that our goal is student success. And I want to thank you again for all that you are doing from your locations, at your home, or wherever it is that you're working from. Thank you for all that you're doing for providing the capability for our students to continue their education. And by all measures, we're doing a very good job of providing that education. So in closing, let me just say, please stay safe, be well, and we'll talk again soon. Take care.